crazy how you can not know somebody, but when they pass away, it affects you or affect the way you look at things. Wayne, let's get it.
Damn, I miss Nipsey, Mac Miller, and Kobe. Shit just ain't the same, and it's wrecking my brain. Fuck the fame, man, it's not why I came. My aim is much higher, you wouldn't understand.
Yeah.
You busy with these hoes and chrome tires. Peasant shit, nothing I desire. Maybe before when I was immature, but I'm destined for more. The essence of a hero, but a Gemini and the other face is Kratos. Get the fuck about my way, bro. Give a fuck about how your day go. If it don't pay dough, I'm trying to feed the fam. I told them I had a plan, and I can't fall short. I gotta take off like I'm Luka Doncic, you know. 207 mil on the deal, yeah, cause shit is real out here. Government stripping rights, I fear. So I'm gripping the mic, give them a load of my freedom of speech. I know that you feeling the heat and it's all me. Sheesh. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. Bag it and tag it as a classic. These niggas is average. They thought I couldn't miss before. Watch me skyrocket my average. I mastered my talents by watching the masses, crafting my own elements. Now look at this guy, or a supernova explosive popping the top off of rappers with a pen dog. I John Wick y'all, cause you're nothing but a lap dog in the backyard, acting like you trap hard for the gram to get a grand. This is sad. Find your identity, cause that's a fatality. Just saying, quit the capping. I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics. I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What I got is potent, putting rappers on notice. I'm just saying, quit the capping. I know that I'm snapping. They snapping pics. I just live in the moment. Better yet, on my Jill Scott, living life like it's golden. What's up? I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. I've been out here all on my own, trying to get in my zone just to put the city on now. It's mine now. All those solo nights, night was created.
My mic was muted. What up, everybody?
You telling stories with metaphors really kept me
Salute,
alive.
salute to
What a
everyone.
beautiful high. You can call me Octopus.
Hope y'all doing good out there. Hope y'all doing good out there, man. It is a chilly day here in Dallas, Texas. Pretty cold. Man, y'all can't even see the whole thing. But, you know, in Dallas, we got the Stars playing. We got the Rangers in another game in the World Series, Game 3. Hopefully we can take care of business. And the Mavericks are also in their third game of the season. And that is what we are here for, man. We're here to give them Memphis Grizzlies another loss on the season. You know, they're 0-3. We need to continue that trend for them. So, yeah, man. Glad y'all are here. Check out the tune by Night, City's Mine. The hook is fire, man. Get a cig of water.
It's mine now.
Oh, man. Cold today. Cold. I'm glad cold weather's coming back already. It's my favorite time of the year. I don't know what how y'all feel about cold weather out there, but y'all let me know what your favorite season of the year is. Because to me, it's the cold. Even though it hurts, it does hurt. The cold season does hurt. I ain't gonna lie. I woke up in pain this morning because I had a couple surgeries on my ankle, so I felt it, but I still prefer it. It's easier to sleep in. Anyway, man, enough about me and my favorite, season of the year. Let's get into this show, man. I'm excited. It is a Monday night, right? Yeah, it is a Monday night. Got the Mavs on the docket today. I can't wait. There is quite a bit of news going into this game before we even get started. I do want to just read some of the comments, catch up with everybody, see how everybody is doing. Shout out the Knights in the building. Let's go, Mavs. Mavs fan for life. You already know, dogs. You already know. Richard K says, TGK, what's up, everyone? If Kid pulls his head out his ass, we should be 3-0. And that, sir, we should be. There's no excuse to not be 3-0 after tonight, even after the news that just broke, which we'll get to that in a bit. Ultra says, lively, 25 plus minutes or we riot. Oh, we're going to riot. if we don't get 25 plus minutes. Totally agree. Totally agree. Queen in the building. What up? What up? What up? What up? Appreciate you being here. Appreciate you as always. As always. Knight says, what's good, fam? Let's go, Mavs. Hopefully Jaden Hardy starts or at least plays. It might be a Hardy party tonight, man. We're about to see. Black Noir's in the building. My armor keeps me warm. That's what's up. That's what's up. You know, I think we tried to turn on the heater this morning, and it caused the alarm to go off. And I was in my room chilling, big chilling, right? And the alarm goes off, right? And the first thing I start thinking of, like, damn, what do I do with my dog? Where is he? Where do I get him? Do I leave all my equipment? You know, but it was false alarm. It was just, I guess, the smoke from the heating system caused the alarm to go off. It was hilarious. A great way to start the morning. Ocha says, go Stars, Mavs, and Rangers. All of them playing tonight, man. What a crazy day for Dallas. Frank says, sup TGK, with Kai out today, either we're going to see a Hardy masterclass or a carpet bombing run from THJ. Carpet bombing run. That's crazy. I love it, though. I love it. I don't know if that's what I want to see. Queen says, let's go Mavs. Let's go. Let's go Mavs. All right, man. I appreciate y'all being in here. I got y'all till the next hour. The Mavs are supposed to start the game at 7, but if you know, there's always a 10-minute gap from the time they're supposed to start to the time they're supposed to tip. So at 7:10 is when they'll tip off. I will be here until they actually tip off. So, you know, tune in. I mean, not tune in, but lock in. Get your favorite beverage or whatever the case may be, and just enjoy the show along with everyone else here. I appreciate y'all being here. You know how much I appreciate it. I appreciate y'all. All right, man. Let's go ahead and get this show started. Let us start it off with some rumors and news. All right. Got me another cig of water there. All right, so I wanted to share this with y'all. I shared it on my Twitter page, or X, whatever y'all prefer to call it. In this part, Tim Legs was kind of going off on a tangent about Luka Doncic's lack of defense, right? But JJ Redick was able to share a little bit of a behind-the-scenes commentary about that night that Tim was referencing. I want y'all to check it out and let me know what y'all think about this. I think this is a good sign. Not only for us, but the way Luka is looking at defense. Here it goes.
Better in that moment in the fourth quarter, and he'll be better if he can guard someone that's a little bit more physical. Guys with a live handle getting ball screens or having to keep a guy in front. I still don't know that I see the level of commitment out of him that permeates your entire roster, where guys are looking like, man, this dude is bought in. And I want to see more of that. Is that going to be a maturity thing with Luka? Will he ever add it? Or is he just going to be so good offensively that stuff is masked? The number of plays in a game where he just kind of waves at a guy on an ISO, or he's jogging back in transition and somebody gets that slash cut that maybe he could have impacted. You know what I mean? So I look at the contending teams around the league and look at their top guys and what they're willing to do defensively, possession by possession. I don't know if I put Luka in that category, and that's why, as great as he is offensively, I just don't know if there's going to be a breakthrough for the Dallas Mavericks to get them into the top tier.
I stopped by the Dallas locker room after the game and to say hi to the training staff, and Luka happened to be on the table. So I went over to him and I was talking about the D-cell bucket, how sick it was. And the first he just like lit up, and the first thing he said to me was, maybe it is on his mind a little bit. Yeah, it's on his mind.
All right, so that was that from the Old Man and the Three Things episode, JJ Redick's podcast. He had Tim Legler on there reviewing the first week of the NBA. But they talked about how, you know, when JJ Redick spoke to Luka, how Luka was like, hey, but did you see the defense? Like I know I'm him when it comes to the offensive stuff, but like, you saw me out there hooping and defending. That has been the positive thing about Luka in these first two games, besides Jason Kidd doing a lot better when it comes to his minute structure for Luka. Besides Jason Kidd actually being active as a coach, those are two of the positive things. But also Luka Doncic's defense in isolation, It's help defense. He's still getting the same amount of steals, but his activity and his ability to be able to move lateral against a Micah Bridges, against whomever else you wanna name out there. But Luka did a damn good job against both the Spurs and the Nets when it counted the most in the fourth quarter, and also carried the Mavs offensively. He was on both sides of the court. And I do give credit to the new minute structure that Jason Kidd has him. He doesn't have him playing the whole first quarter and emptying the gas, or what am I trying to say? Emptying the clip, so to speak, right? He has him emptying the whole clip in the first quarter, and now that they have made those changes, it does seem that they are paying dividends later on in the game where he is not gassed out, tired, and incapable of being able to play on both sides of the court. So that was one of the positive things that I wanted to point out in the rumors and news segment, because sometimes you don't get that insight, from everybody. So appreciate Mr. JJ Redick for showing that. I want to show y'all a bit of news. If you're not on Twitter, or X as they call it, here is an update right here. Unfortunately, today we will not see Mr. Kyrie Irving. He is out with a left foot sprain tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies. That sucks. It is unfortunate. But now it draws into question who is going to start in place of a Kyrie Irving. It's a great question. Great question. Great question. You could either go Tim Hardaway, which probably might not be the best idea there because you only have one ball handler, so to speak. If Derrick Jones Jr. still starts, you probably want to go Josh Green because he can move the rock around. I mean, you already know where I'm going to go. I would prefer to see the Hardy party tonight. I think you could fit Jaden Hardy right into that slot. I don't want to see a Steph Curry start. I don't want to see a Tim Hardaway start. As a matter of fact, I don't want to see a Derrick Jones Jr. start either. I'd much rather see a Luka. I'd much rather see the young core of the future of this Mavericks team start tonight. Tonight it would be Luka, Jaden Hardy, Josh Green, Grant Williams, and Derek Lively. No one older than 24 years old on that starting five. You ought to be kidding me that's how young this team could be, or that's how young the young core is. Luka, Jaden Hardy, Josh Green, Grant Williams, and Derek Lively. That's the starters I want to see tonight. I want to see the youth movement, but I also want to see them start in a, how would I say, in a good fashion where they have a good showing, where they're showing you that they do have these capabilities to start together and also win together. And tonight's a great opportunity for that. You're going to be taking on a team in the Memphis Grizzlies that's on a 3-game skid. These Grizzlies are not wanting to take another L tonight. Besides them playing as poor as they have, minus a John Morant, minus a Steven Adams, they still have a good starting five. They haven't been able to put it together. Hopefully, in this game, the Mavericks are able to show enough grit and get a massive win on the road, regardless if this team is 0-3. It doesn't mean that they're just a cakewalk. It's not an easy game tonight. It's really not, especially when the team is going to be hungry. So the Mavs got to go out there and get it. And I think you go out there and get it with a Jaden Hardy in the starting position. That is my 2 cents on that. All right, man. Before we move on to the next segment and before I go back into the chat, I want to show you one more thing. This came out today. The NBA released all of the courts when it comes to the NBA in-season tournament. Let me see how this looks for y'all. All right, it looks somewhat decent for y'all. I don't know. How does that look? No, we'll back out. Back out a little bit. All right. There it goes. All right. So if you don't know, this is the Mavericks one. West B. It's the first court under West B. You look at all the other courts. The Brooklyn Nets court looks similar in a way to us, just a different color scheme, or different placement of the colors. But it looks better because it fits their color scheme. Who is this down here? Is that the Minnesota Timberwolves down here? Yeah, I think that's Minnesota. My bad. I mean, I got this from the internet, so it's like it's whatever it is. Minnesota's has blue, I believe, in there. Yeah. Oh no, this is Minnesota's. I don't know who this is. I can't even tell. Anyway, I think the Mavericks are in the running for having the worst court version of a court out of everybody else. Toronto's pretty ugly as well. That one makes no sense. I just feel like the ones that have just the gray and the light gray in them, it's like there's no effort in it. Boston has a great one. LA has a great one. That one looks cool. I want a court that looks cool. The Ville has a cool one. Rip City has a cool one. Utah has a good one. What else? Well, out of all the courts that y'all seen, which one's your favorite, man? To me, my favorite. Damn, that's nice. The New York one is nice. New York is real nice. Dang, New York's really nice, actually. Indies is really nice. Dang. I think I gotta give New York the best one. I think that the New York one just fits the best. Boston too. Boston now fits. The land's dope. Cleveland. 76. The Clippers, that makes no sense. The Denver one, that looks cool. We'll be facing the Denver Nuggets this Friday, so we'll be able to see that court when they debut this in-season tournament. So, yeah, these are our courts, man, and this is the Mavericks one. I know there's a better image somewhere out there, but it's basically the Mavs in that weird new font. Nothing to write home about, really, to be honest with y'all. So, whatever y'all think about these courts, man, I don't know. All I know is ours is not even cool at all. At all. Like, at all. It's not even cool. All right, man, let me jump into the comments right quick before we get into the next segment. Frank says, TGK, thoughts on my mock trade? Holmes, 2 seconds for Drummond and Caruso. No first-round pick because that's overpaying, or the team has luxury paying that price. Oh, that's a tough one. I just don't know if that's enough to get Caruso. Because I think the deal is centered around Caruso, not around Drummond. And also, I don't know if Drummond is eligible to be traded until January since he re-signed as a free agent. So I'm not sure how that works. I just think Caruso might be able to get a little bit more than Holmes in 2 seconds. There's my 2 cents, right? Frank says, TSJ Maxey, first round pick for Kuz as our starter 3. We locked in Josh for 3 years, and at this point, I don't care who starts. We just need more talent. Honestly, that I would do that one for sure. When we're thinking about like a wing 3 that could start at 3, a bona fide 3, I was always thinking about Jeremy Grant. Actually, Kyle Kuzma's not a bad one, honestly. And I think it's more doable because his contract is a lot better than Jeremy Grant's, which is crazy when you think of it. Frank says, Tim take on Luka's defense is dumb because during our Western Conference Finals, we had no elite defender. It was team defense, meaning Luka was locked in defensively. Exactly. I think Tim was going on a tangent because I'm like, did you watch any of the first 2 games in the fourth quarter specifically? So Tim Legler's assessment of Luka's defense this year was a little bit off. I do have to say that. I agree. I don't think he really watched those first 2 games as closely as we do, right? So, I mean, they got a tough job. They got to watch all these teams. I could only imagine what it's like to have to cover all the teams. But really, they just covered the specific players. So, he just didn't do enough research on Luka. RC says, I agree, Frank. I don't like Tim's take. He was solely based off Luka's pass. Exactly. 1,000%. That was the case. If y'all don't mind putting TGK in y'all comments, that way I know y'all talking to me and I'll straight up read them. No issue there. But RC says, I agree. Luka was locked in on defender in that run for sure, or for real. Whatever you meant there. Big Fat. Hi, what's good, Big Fat? How you doing? 3-0 incoming. Yes. I hope so, man. We hope we get that third dub today. I did predict the Mavericks will go 8-2 in the first 10 games this season. And I definitely did not predict us losing any of the first 3. So everything's looking good so far. Big Fat says 130 to 114. Dallas hoping no Luka late game saving Dallas. Late game saving Dallas. That I don't want to see either. I don't want to see Luka heroics at the end. But knowing that this team is the Grizzlies are hungry for a win, we might need it. We might need it again. Richard K says, kid likes his senior citizens. It has something to do with his age when he won. Jason Kidd, man. Richard K says, had to get tickets on the 12th and 14th, was already sold out. Dang. Nolans sold out? Nolans was sold out. All right. I'd love to go to New Orleans to watch the Mavs, though. The Young King in the building. Hardy, baby. Might be a Hardy party night tonight, man. Might be a Hardy party tonight. All right. Let's go ahead and let's move on to what did I have on my what did I have on my thing? Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and review the Mavericks. The Mavericks opponent. And I think I have like a theme music for this segment, which I'm trying to identify. So if y'all have a theme song I could use here, just add a little dramatic effect for whoever our opponent is, y'all let me know, man. Anyway, the Memphis Grizzlies is our opponent tonight. Let me go ahead and show you what they looking like, who's on their team, what's their stats, type of deal. So here's their depth chart right here. They are 0-3, fourth in the Southwest Division. Right now, their starters or projected starters are to be Marcus Smart, Desmond Bane, Zaire Williams, Jaren Jackson Jr., and Xavier Tillman. And that's not a bad starting five, even without a John Morant, even without a Steven Adams. I kind of don't feel like they should have traded who was that guy? Tyus Jones? Because he's the one that really helped them get W's whenever John Morant went out. They went and traded for Marcus Smart. And I just don't think that was, I really don't think that was the best move for them. Marcus Smart is a great player. I just don't think in terms of how to help this team, I don't think he was the right fit or the right call. And maybe when John Morant comes back, obviously it'll help it. But in the meantime, I just don't think so. That was just my 2 cents. Anyway, their second squad, you got Derrick Rose, David Roddy, Jaren Jackson Jr., then Jacob Gilliard, and then John Conchar and Jake LaRivia. I don't think they go that far. Might see Kenneth Lofton if it's a blowout. So yeah, you're really gonna see the top 7 players here, top 5, and then Derrick Rose and David Roddy, and maybe a Conchar. I think that's Luka's buddy, right? So then we'll go into the stats to see what the hell they doing so far this year. And so far this year, you got Desmond Bane at 24 points per game, 3.3 rebounds, and 4.5 assists. And I'm gonna be real with y'all. I put a parlay in today, and I picked Desmond Bane to have less than, I think it was 5 assists. I don't think he gets more than 5 assists today. So I took the under on Desmond Bane. I actually wanted to take the under on Desmond Bane's points. They had him at 25.5. And against the Mavericks, he's only got more than 25 against us only twice or 3 times in his career. But again, this is going to be a show. This is his team right now. There's no Ja. There's no one else. He's got to carry the load. But yeah, that's their main offensive weapon is Desmond Bane. He averages 1.7 steals per game. Not a block, but almost a block per game. But he does average 3 turnovers a game. All right, so I see a little opportunity there for us defensively. Marcus Smart, he's averaging 31 minutes per game, 15.3 points per game, 2 rebounds and 4.7 assists, 3 steals. That's pretty good, and 3 turnovers. So he's even on the assist turnover ratio, right? Jaren Jackson Jr., 15 points per game, 6.3 rebounds per game, 2.3 assists per game, and 3 blocks per game. Wow. That's some good stats on the block side of things. And then Xavier Tillman, he is averaging 12.7 points per game, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. And then Zaire Williams averaging 12 points per game, almost 8 rebounds, 1.3 assists. And then Derrick Rose averaging almost 19 minutes a game, averaging 10 points per game and about 4 assists. And then David Roddy and Contra. See, I didn't even know, like, remember I was like, it probably goes as far as Derrick Rose, Roddy, and Conchar. And yeah, they're the ones that get the most points, the most minutes off the bench. So those are the players to look for. Honestly, the Mavs should run away with this game. I'm going to be completely honest. On paper, the Mavericks should run away with this game. Just by looking at this. Like, if John Morant was in this, it makes this team look a lot better. Because from a point guard perspective, who on this team is a point guard that you're scared of? I'm not scared of a current Derrick Rose. I'm not scared of a Marcus Smart. And I'm not scared of Desmond Bane. Why? Because we got Batman on our team, man. We got Grant Williams. Desmond Bane is a good player, right? Great player. He's obviously got a great contract. I just I don't see the player that sets everybody up. There's no player on here that's averaging more than 5 assists per game. Marcus Smart being the closest to that. So a lot of these guys are going to have to rely on each other to get these assists and get these points. Are they going to have to isolate and do a lot of ISO moves and get points that way? I don't know. I haven't seen this team play, so I don't know what they do. I just don't see a guy on this team that creates for others like that. And I might be underselling Marcus Smart. So that is your opponent review. Again, I'm not trying to overlook them. I'm really not. But I just, judging by what you see here, and then when you look at our team, you got Luka minus a Kyrie, but Luka is the greatest equalizer. And then after that, it's just the rest of the team having to come through. You got a Josh Green that could do what Marcus Smart could do, right? Probably not as great as Marcus Smart can, but Josh Green could do that. You got Tim Hardaway, or as we talk Mavs say, Tim bombs away, right? And then you potentially got a Hardy party going on, and then a Derek Lively showing. So, and again, don't forget about Batman, Grant Williams. We got great players on our team. So, judging by that, and judging by Luka always having the Grizzlies number, I feel very confident in the Dallas Mavericks tonight, and seeing what they'll be able to do. Let me see. I want to see what Luka's numbers are actually against said Memphis Grizzlies team. Let me see. Let's see. All right, let's see what his record is. Try and pull this up. There's got to be something to it, man, because he just has their number, bro. Of course, when I try to look for it, Luka versus Memphis. What do we call this? Stat Muse. There we go. I don't even know if they're good anymore. Normally, when you go to Stat Muse, they have like all this great stuff, and there we go. There we go. This is what I wanted to see. Here we go. Check this out. And while y'all check this out, man, for those that be waiting in the 5-minute countdown, do y'all enjoy that 5-minute countdown? Does it like let y'all settle in, or should I do away with that and just go straight into the show? Again, I'm always open to suggestions, but just y'all let me know about that 5-minute countdown. All right. So Luka Doncic versus the Memphis Grizzlies in his career. He's averaged 24.2 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 6.7 assists a game in 11 games against the Grizzlies in his career. It doesn't show me the record. Let's see the record. Does it show that? Oh, Luka Doncic is 8-3 versus the Memphis Grizzlies. Look at that. He's went on 4 game winning streak, and then a 4 game winning streak. Okay. So we're on our second set of 4 game winning streaks, and it looks like he tends to lose. He lost after the first one. So there's only one. We'll see what he does. We'll see what he does tonight, man. We'll see what he does tonight. His number's been ridiculous against the Grizzlies lately. So I got good vibes on Luka tonight. Man. All right, man. So that does it for your Mavericks opponent review. Let me know if y'all fear these Grizzlies. I know they might be a Grizzly, but they ain't scaring me tonight. Gav's in the building. Gav says, it's good. TGK might have answered this already, but what do you think about the chances of Lively solving our defensive issues? I'm glad you asked. I actually have something to show y'all. There's this thing on NBA.com. They have a thing called Advanced Stats. So it's a really great tool to see how players do with a certain lineup on the court. And when you look at Lively's stats, again, it is a 2-game sample. So I know it's easy for us to really get hyped off of this kind of stuff. But I just want you to check this out. So check this out, Gav. Let me show you. Do I think Lively does make this a massive thing for us? 100% I do think so. I just think the Mavericks need to quit playing around and playing with his minutes and go ahead and start him. So net rating, where can I filter this? I wish I could filter this. There we go. Advanced filters. Nah, I don't know how to do all that. All right, so we'll look at let's go with minutes. 2 games, 2 minutes. You know, I should have done my homework before, but look, you can look at any Lively lineup for the most part. Let's say this lineup right here. I see the one I'm have the cursor over. You got Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, Grant Williams, Josh Green, and Derek Lively. In 2 games, in 7 minutes on the court together. The lineup I think everybody wants is this lineup. I think this is the lineup that everybody wants. Look at what that lineup is doing in 7 minutes. The offensive rating, 153.3. That's outstanding. And the defensive rating, 87.5. A net rating of 65.8. That is crazy. That is a crazy stat. So that just kind of gives you an idea of the impact Lively has. Obviously, if you look at anything with a Maxi Kleber in it, it's negative 73. You look at it, there is a lineup that has negative connotation towards Derek Lively, though. Steph Curry, Tim Hardaway, Maxi Kleber, and Doncic, negative 22. Yeah, let's not ever run that out there again. But yeah, I mean, and then we get some credit to Kleber and Powell, but it is only a 2-game sample size. I want to see a little bit more, but judging off of how well Derek Lively has played in just 2 games, he is literally already better than what we have at the center position. And I think a lot of us has been saying that all season, that Derek Lively, that what he could bring to us is already an upgrade. So why not start him? Now, I do have this theory. I have a theory that he got benched in the second half for a particular reason. And my theory, I talked to King earlier from We Talk Mavs, and I'm going to share this on the pregame show. Not that I have inside sources or anything like that. It is just a theory, right? I think with doing this ain't even a job. This is just a passion of mine. With doing the pregame shows, I think I literally have to somewhat assume the mind of a Jason Kidd. And I have to look at it from his lens, from his optics, from his perspective. And I think, because you know how he has trust in certain players. Like he trusts Dwight Powell. He trusts Maxi Kleber. I think he said, all right, I'm going to start you, Derek Lively. I'm going to give you the whole first half. And in the second half, I am going to start the guys I trust. And I want you to see what they do from the bench perspective and emulate that whenever I do give you that opportunity. Am I saying this right? Absolutely not. I'm saying it's a theory of mine. Whenever the sicko that Jason Kidd is, he's probably looking at it from like, all right, I need him. We put so much on his plate early on. I need him to sit and just watch the second half and to see exactly what I need from him. Not that he's doing anything bad. Not that he couldn't have done what Kleber and Powell did in the second half. Not to say that they did amazing. I mean, Powell did hit a 3, so salute to that. Credit to that. But I think he just wanted the quote unquote the kid, right? He just wanted the kid to sit down and observe and see the game from a different perspective. Whether it pays dividends, that's just the only theory I could come up with, because in no way, shape, or form should Derek Lively have sat in that second half. So with this 10-game window, I'm giving Jason Kidd a 10-game grace period. If he does not have this figured out within the first 10 games, I am going to turn a different leaf and be far more negative. Right now, I'm very optimistic, very positive. Jason Kidd has done things very well so far, and also some crazy decisions as well. Starting Maxi Kleber, it's a non-starter for me, right? But Jason Kidd has shown the ability, or is showing the ability, that he is engaged, he is active, and he is willing to try different things. Benching Derek Lively in the second half was crazy considering what we have. And the fact that you were still able to get the win, kudos to Kidd, kudos to Luka, right? But Jason Kidd has to do better than what he's doing right now, even though right now is better than last year. So we just need him eventually to just stop messing around, man. Because you're gonna mess around and piss me off. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna mess around and piss everybody in this chat off. And that is not what we want at all. I definitely don't want that, don't need that, don't want to see that, don't want to feel that, don't want to hear that. None of that stuff. Let me see if we got a starting lineup out there. Let me see. No starting lineup out yet. I want to see Jaden Hardy starting tonight. That's what I want to see tonight. Who do y'all want to see start tonight, man? Because that's what I want to see. I want to see a Jaden Hardy out there. That's just me, though. All right, man. Let me get back to the comments right quick. Where we at? Richard K says, I see Green starting in Flat's place. He will be the second ball handler. If Hardy plays, it will be backup scorer. Where does THJ go? I want to see all the young guns start. Give me all the young guns. The Grizzlies, they should be tired, man. The Grizzlies should be tired. Let me see. How many games have they played in the... because everybody needs load management, right? So let's see how many games the Grizzlies have played in this short time. Salute to one of my friends out there. She's a big Memphis Grizzlies fan. And I had to break it to her. I was like, yo, y'all ain't having no revenge season this season. Not on our watch. All right, so the Grizzlies played on the 25th. They rested on October 26th. They played on the 27th and the 28th. So they played a back-to-back. They had a rest day yesterday and then today. So in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In 6 days, they have had 4 games. Today's going to be the 4th game. The Mavericks, they had 2 rest days prior to this game. So the Mavericks are going to be well rested. And this is going to be the 3rd game in 6 days. So the advantage, Dallas Mavericks, for sure. 100%, man. Martin Blake, what's good? He says, TGK, if J Kidd doesn't play Lively tonight, we should all riot. We should be abusing that hyper-efficient Luka Lively PNR against smaller teams and not try to match what the other team is doing. 100%. 100%, man. As a matter of fact, I don't think I was able to... I think I did show it in the last stream where Luka just being so patient, utilizing that pick and roll is killing teams, man. It's killing teams. I believe there's this. As a matter of fact, I have it here. Let me show you. I don't know if you heard that song. La mama, la mama, la mama. Where's it at? What is it at? Here it goes. Salute to King and Rail. They sent this to me. This is ridiculous right here. Watch. Look at what I'm about to show y'all. Look at this. There it goes. All right. Players with the most field goal attempts as pick and roll ball handler. Hero's number 1. He's got 35 attempts, but his efficiency is 35%, right? Let's keep going. 38%, 21% for Brogdon. Ew. Levine, 35%. Jalen Green, 28%. Spider, 55%. Not bad. DeRozan, 48%. Not bad. Look at Luka. 19 of them pick and roll attempts. 90%. Are you kidding me? 90%, bro. This dude is an animal right now, dog. Luka is different, man. Luka is, and we talking about hyper efficient, like Martin Blake said here, hyper efficient, lively pick and roll. 90%. That's it. That's highly efficient. It don't get no better than that, man. It don't get no better than that. That's an amazing stat right there. So salute to Martin Blake. Yeah, man. I do think it's almost grounds for termination for Jason Kidd. Like, bro, it don't overcomplicate this, Jason Kidd. Right now you're doing good in comparison to last season. You have Derek Lively. I understand the team wants to take it little by little and take their time with developing him. But if he is ready, let him go. Let him go. Let Derek Lively do what he could do, man. Let him go. RC says Kidd isn't going to give us that lineup because he knows we're calling for it. We need to start, because if we start calling for the lineups that we don't want to see, then he's going to be like, oh, great, now I can play the lineups I want to play. That sucks, man. That sucks. It's tough. It's tough for us. I will admit that. Gav says, wait a second. Offensive rating was high. That's good. But the defensive rating was low. Is that a good thing? Yes. 100%. The higher the defensive rating, the higher NBA defensive rating. I got you. Because sometimes I can't explain it as good as I could tell it anyway. There we go. Yeah, so the higher the offensive rating, forget how that goes, but you need that one to be high. So here it goes. Y'all can see it, right? Okay, cool. So to explain defensive rating in offensive rating. So what is an NBA defensive rating? The short version of what NBA defensive rating is, that it helps explain which teams, blah, blah, blah. Let's get to the good part. How does defensive rating work? All right. Defensive rating works slightly differently for individual players and their teams. The team version of this metric is easiest to understand, so that is a good place to start, right? Defensive rating for teams is calculated by dividing the number of points scored by opponents by the number of possessions they had. The amount is then multiplied by 100, with the lower number meaning a better defensive rating. Boom, right there. I don't want to bore y'all to death, but if you get a chance, man, just look up NBA defensive rating, how it works. So yeah, they go by how many points are scored in the amount of possessions they had, and they multiply it by 100. And if the number is lower, that means they balled out defensively. That means that's what that means. I hope that the answers for you, Gavin or Gav in. And then same thing offensively, right? If it works for defensively, the opposite will work for offensively. So the higher the number, the better. Yeah, there you go. Yes, it likes scoring basketball. Yup. All right, so Josh Green, man. Josh Green, I'm on the train of I want to see him start. I don't understand the whole idea of why we're dragging him along just because what's the name, Derrick Jones Jr. is a little bit taller. I don't like that. I don't. But tonight's the perfect night for him to start along with Jaden Hardy. But I would like to see that, man. I mean, you gave this guy an extension. So what's the whole point of not seeing what he could give you? What's the whole point of that? All right, let me go and pull up a poll tonight. We're about to get into the over-unders. As you know, love doing over-unders. I'm over here hearing my voice double time. That's annoying. All right, here we go. All right, man. So let's go ahead and let's get into the next segment, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and let's do the over-unders. Let's go. All right, man. With Luka Doncic starting tonight. Why I say that like that was a question. With Kyrie Irving out and Luka possibly having to carry more of the load tonight. It's crazy. I took the over on Luka's assist tonight. Now I'm kind of like regretting doing that because I much rather would have taken the points. Dang, that's tough. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. All right, let's do this. D Live minutes. Let's go with what I want to see, right? I think I honestly think this conversation needs to be had. Derek Lively's minutes tonight. Do y'all think he gets over or under 24 and a half minutes tonight? I really believe that this is pivotal for this team. I think if you could get to the point where he gets more minutes than the backup does, and assuming he is a starter, I think it is pivotal, not only for his development, but for our chances of winning. You need Derek Lively to get minutes, and you need him to start. So y'all go ahead, if y'all don't mind, while y'all answering the prompt, if y'all don't mind also leaving a like on the video, definitely goes a long way. All that good stuff, man. It helps the channel grow, man, and that's what we're trying to do here. So y'all don't mind just dropping a like while y'all at it, and also answering the prompt down below. Also, if you're into like gear, this hat right here, it is sold below. Check out it should be in the products below somewhere on there. Let me see what it looks like on YouTube. Yeah, so under the description and stuff, there's going to be the TGK TV products below in case y'all are even interested in that kind of stuff, man. It obviously goes a long way as well. So in case you're interested in that stuff. Richard K says, Bombs Away plays backup 3. You know what? I want to see Omax tonight. I want to see Omax like for 2-3 minutes. Can you give me like 2-3 minutes? I don't know. What is this? BL1K. What's good? Watching this Grizz team is low-key depressing. I'm assuming you're a Grizzlies fan. Can you tell me what is depressing about watching them? I know not having Ja Morant for one, that's like the start of that conversation. Ja Morant is such an exciting player. You don't have him. Who else on this team has that verticality that he has, the athleticism that he has, and just the overall like star power that he has? He is the box office guy for your team. So besides that, what are the aspects of the team that I'm assuming you're a Grizz fan? Again, I might be wrong, but what other aspect of the team is depressing though? Let me know. Richard K says TJ is 6'5". Looking in the game is Josh Shorter. That is flat size. Look, man, I'll take Josh starting, but I'm just to the point where Tim Hardaway Jr. almost ruined that game against the Nets. I think if we would have passed him the ball, if like Luka would have passed that ball to Tim Hardaway in any of those final 4 3-pointers that he made, I don't think Luka getting the ball back in any of those situations. So I don't know. Man, I'm over here thinking about parlays now. Now that Kyrie out, like let me see what I got here. So let me turn the dang vibrator off, man. That's crazy. What we got here? Yeah, so Kyrie Irving is already a DMP. I got Luka at over points, rebounds, and assists for the first half. What other Mavs player do I got up in here? I got Desmond Bane less than 5 assists. So y'all look out for that. And then I got Jordan Poole at less than 4.5 assists against the Celtics. But I got Derek Lively over 12.5 points tonight. I got Grant Williams over 8.5 points tonight. And I got Luka over 7.5 assists tonight. I like my picks. I like my picks. All right. BO1K says can't shoot threes, and we always end up chasing the lead right up to the end. Then we bottle it. Damn. Yeah. Y'all missing Ja Morant, man, and maybe Steven Adams as well. Steven Adams as well is, how would I put it? He's one person that would like strength wise would be one of those guys that Luka wouldn't be able to necessarily like just post up easily. Not saying that he would, right? Like, I think Luka would bring him out to the 3, obviously, but Steven Adams is a key pivotal role, man. I mean, he'd be up there with one of our best centers on our team. Because I'm just giving that respect to Derek Lively, but y'all need a John Morant, man. And again, I just wasn't sold on the Marcus Smart trade. I just wasn't. Martin Blake says Mavs are now on court practicing. Hell yeah. It is getting close to that time, man. Right now they're warming up. Richard K says Josh looks taller than TSJ to me. I think Josh has like that a taller upper body than TSJ has lower body. Pause. Or is it because TSJ wears some long ass socks? Gav says TGK, apart from Mavs and Nuggets, which team is looking the best to you so far? Choose one on paper and one on current form, please. Oh, that's tough, man. That's tough because how would I put it? I mean, they are 3-0. I think this Friday is going to be a real interesting game. Beyond interesting. I hope the Mavs are 4-0 going into that game, and I hope the Nuggets are undefeated going into that game. I think the Nuggets just I think the Nuggets look better on paper, and also better currently on the format, I guess. I think the Nuggets are a better team right now. And that's just because I don't feel like Lively has been established yet as our starter. His minutes hasn't been established yet. And then right now we have some injury issues with Kyrie. So right now I'm going to give the Nuggets the edge. Obviously they're champions. They've come out the gate playing very well. They got key pieces, man. They got pieces all over the board. They got Jokic, Murray, Porter, Gordon, Braun, Pope, Caldwell Pope. That's a really good key core right there. And every player fills a role. For us, I think missing Kyrie right now is going to be a bit of an issue, and establishing what the hell Derek Lively is going to be for us is also something that we got to work around. But I think towards the end of the season, as long as Kyrie comes back into his form, which should be sooner than later, but I think if Kyrie is back into his form, and then Derek Lively shows to be like a bona fide starting center, then I like my chances against the Nuggets, because I'll always say it, Luka's the greatest equalizer. And as long as everyone else on the team could come and bring their A game, you could beat anybody. So, but right now, I'll say the Nuggets. Martin Blake says the Grizz Arena looks gloomy as F. All right, here's this running joke that I got about Memphis. And I've passed through there a couple of times. And I'm going to say this just once, and I'll never say it again. But if you're from Dallas, when you're passing through South Dallas, it almost looks like you're passing through Memphis at the same time. I'm going to leave it at that. Like, yeah, for those that know. If those that don't. I'm going to leave it at that. And he says, having the vibrator on this whole time is crazy. Dang, I didn't even pause that, huh? Dang, I should have. Damn. You got me on that one, dogs. You got me on that one. I thought I was laughing at earlier. All right, man. After 9 votes, D-Live minutes, people have voted and said that he's going to get over 24 and a half minutes at 90%. So 9 of y'all. So 10 votes. 9 of y'all said over 24 and a half. All right. Let me give y'all one more poll, man. Let's see. Let's go with this. Who starts? I'll put who starts, and then I'm gonna put them below. I guess I'll add a third option. Let's do that. God, I don't. You know what? I'll add a fourth option. Who starts in place of Kyrie? Here we go. In place of Kyrie. All right, this is a good poll. Who starts in place of Kyrie? Jaden Hardy, Josh Green, THJ, or Seth Curry? It is live now below in the comments, or below the comments somewhere in there. There's a prompt down there. Check it out. Vote. Let me know what you thinking, man. Let me know what y'all thinking. Martin Blake says only John Moran is shooting on the other side. Where are all the players? Oh, I thought that was like a joke. Oh, my bad. Thought that was like a joke you had there. My bad, bro. Base Alcatraz says, I want to see Josh take more shots tonight if Kai's out. I do too, man. I want to see Josh Green just be more aggressive. Take threes. Force the issue. There was one play in the game. No, all right. There was three plays in the game against the Nets that Josh Green genuinely pissed me off. There was 2 plays where he has the ball, he drives it, he leaves his feet, has the ball up, looking to the left corner. It's just an easy read. He got picked twice. 2 turnovers right there, right? And then there was another one. I'm reading the comments. It got crazy. All right. And then the other play that I saw Josh Green do that pissed me off is Josh Green was on a break and he could have forced the issue, gone into the paint. Instead, he stopped and he gave it to Tim Hardaway Jr., who was about 10 feet from the 3-point line. I felt like he should have waited a little bit or drove into the lane a little bit more. It didn't pass to the Tim Hardaway Jr. because that threw Tim Hardaway off. And then that's where Tim Hardaway took an ill-advised shot, got the rebound, and then took another ill-advised shot. Josh Green has to stop just giving the ball away, playing patty cake with it in certain instances. Like sometimes just go force the issue. Like if you got through the paint well enough to where you were able to jump up and pass it, you're also good enough to jump up and go lay it up or dunk it. Same thing with running on a fast break. Instead of stopping and looking backwards, if you're going forwards, I don't want to see Josh Green go backwards. His athleticism is too great for him to stop and give it to a Tim Hardaway Jr. I don't care, man. I would much rather see him drive into that paint and see what the hell he could come up with. Because he is very acrobatic when it comes to making layups. Use that skill, bro. Don't give your opportunities to Tim Hardaway Jr. He's gonna bomb away. Gav says, bro, I said apart from Mavs and Nuggets. Oh, as in not including us or not. Damn, my bad, man, my bad. But out of them, out of the other teams in the league, my bad, dogs. I didn't read the thing properly. Game 1, Phoenix Suns with Booker and KD. They look good. I will say that. I think it's just too soon to tell right now. The Suns, obviously the Warriors, always going to be in there. The Pelicans started great last season, but do they got players like we do that could close in the fourth? So aside from Denver and Dallas, that's crazy. That's crazy. I'm gonna give the Kings some love. I think the Kings should be up there. You know what? Give me 10 games, bro. I think it's so soon right now to like think of teams outside of Denver and Dallas. Because I'm just too invested in Dallas. I've really only paid attention to us. But I know the Suns did very well in their first game. They almost won their second game with just KD. So that tells me that they're a pretty good team without Booker and Beal. And with just the KD, they took the Lakers, to where they took them to. The Kings also just beat the Lakers, but they had to go into overtime for it. And the Pelicans, they're 2-0, so they get credit there. So I just have to see a little bit more. But don't count out the Grizzlies unless they figure something out. But they still got a good team. As far as the East, Boston Celtics, they're looking right, man. I might be wrong, but also the 76ers and Maxey. Maxey is showing everything that Maxey is showing the 76ers that they don't need no James Harden. And also the Orlando Magic are a surprise team right now. I think they might be a little bit ahead of schedule, but they were always going to be a nice team. I've been calling it the last year and a half that I think Orlando Magic is going to be good soon. And they're showing it. So that's all I could give you, Gav, from what I've seen. Base Alcatraz says that TJ going to take them, though, probably. I hope not, bro. Young Luka in the building. My lineup would be Luka, Kai, Green, Williams, and Lively. No Kai tonight, though. No Kai tonight. This is what I was laughing at earlier. Hey, yo, giving us polls sounds crazy. Man, I need a full-time, moderator to pause me whenever I say wild things, man. Kareem's in the building. What's up? Why is Kyrie not playing? I got you. As a matter of fact, let me check if the Mavs updated announced a starting lineup. Oh, they have. No, they have not. Oh, they have. Yes, they have. Here we go. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Let me show you. I'm gonna tell you why he's not playing here in a second. But here is your starting lineup for the Dallas Mavericks tonight. And guess who won, ladies and gentlemen? Josh Green is starting. It is Luka Doncic, Josh Green, Derrick Jones Jr., Grant Williams, and Derek freaking Lively. Hell yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit worried that Derek Lively was not gonna start. I was a little bit worried. I don't know if anybody else was worried, but I was a little bit worried. Kareem, to answer your question about Kyrie, he suffered a left foot sprain and is out for tonight's game. So he will not be playing tonight, man. He will not be playing. But okay, I guess I could go ahead and end the poll where Josh Green won that. 9 votes, 67% of y'all said Josh Green. Maybe y'all saw that lineup before I did, so y'all kind of cheated. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'll mess with y'all. You go, Josh Green. Hell yeah. And he says, TGK got to account for those kid curveballs. Pause. Good one. Like that. Pause. Martin Blake, I thought this was a sure win with Kai out. They might have a chance. Kai does a lot of carrying force in the fourth quarter. Needs someone to replace his production. Unleash Hardy. There's definitely got to be a Hardy party at some point in this game. For those that are still here, you might think the game is going to start at 7. It doesn't. It starts at 7:10. So if y'all want to hang out till then, by all means. If you want to dip out, I appreciate y'all. But it is about to be 7. So just in case y'all want to dip out and don't know about that 10-minute window that the NBA has, they tip off at 7:10. So we got 10 minutes. I still got to get to my prediction. You know what I'm saying? Richard K says, oh no, it's not at TGK. I'm going to just move on, you know? Young Luka, last game worked out with Kai playing the first half of the fourth and a rested Luka coming in for the second half to destroy the Nets. I think what Jason Kidd has been doing with the roster minute structure with Luka specifically has been working. And I think he needs to keep up with that for sure. Martin Blake says, our defense will be better tonight, though. Can't wait to see this lineup, this defensive lineup, Luka, Josh, Grant, Maxey, and D-Live. You know what? I'd much rather have seen Maxey start over Derrick Jones Jr. I think I would much rather have seen that, to be honest. Base Alcatraz says, Green and Jones starting. Let's see how they perform defensively. Definitely want to see what they got. They got up their sleeves. Induka. How does that Rel say it? Induka says, I actually like that lineup. But the Luka. Hold on. Here we go. All right. So what is there to like about this lineup, right? Let's dig into it a little bit more. Look at this lineup. Luka, Josh Green, Derrick Jones Jr., Grant Williams, Derek Lively. Okay. So you know everyone can shoot a 3 out of these guys. You know Josh Green can handle the rock enough. But that's about it. You only got 2 ball handlers, pause. But that's kind of what you've been having. It's just Josh Green in comparison to Kyrie. It's a different level, right? But he can do some stuff. It's just you don't have enough, how would they say it, like firepower offensively. So where is that going to come from? Is Luka going to be the sole engine of this? Are the Memphis Grizzlies going to double him? Because I would like to know. I would like to know who on Memphis is going to guard Luka. Who on Memphis is going to guard him? Anybody? I don't know. Good luck to the Memphis Grizzlies on attempting to guard Luka tonight. I don't know who on the Grizzlies can. That's like probably the greatest question I've posed out there. You know what I'm saying? Who on the Memphis Grizzlies can guard Luka? Richard K says, y'all going to go right by me, call not only the start but the spot. Yeah. Y'all going to go right by me, call not only the start but the spot. I'm gonna have to catch up with where you were at, Rich Case. Was it at some point y'all need to reduce of all the pauses? But as funny as could be. Gotcha. Look, I just be talking, and if there's a pause moment, it is what it is at this point. Like I can't pause everything. I'll try though. Martin Blake says, what that starting lineup means is Luka ball again tonight and lots of defense on our side. Yeah, damn. I feel like I should have took his points. Now I'm regretting the assist. I think he can still get the 8 assists tonight. But without Kyrie, it does make it a little bit more difficult. I ain't gonna lie. And I don't. Hold on. Okay. Well, yeah, I got one lineup in tonight on DraftKings, but I didn't get Kyrie for a reason, right? Because they had him priced too high on DraftKings. All right, man, let's go ahead and let's get into the last segment of the night, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the last segment here. All right, man, let's get into the game predictions here. Let's see what I want to see. Dallas. Bro, I don't even know what Vegas got for the Mavs versus Grizzlies. I have no idea. I'm gonna assume maybe Mavs by 6. They might have the Mavs by 6. Let me see if I can find the odds, betting odds. Odd Shark, here we go. Let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all into my degeneracy up in here. All right. Oh, wow. All right, so they have the Mavs favored by 3. They got a predicted score of 117-140. What? Am I missing something? Kyrie ain't playing though. Interesting. What are y'all's prediction for tonight game, man? I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see what the hell. That's interesting that they got the Mavs favored by only 3. What? All right, look. Yeah, they got the Mavs favored by 2.5, 3. All right, that's interesting, man. All right, with the amount of firepower the Grizzlies don't have, let me come up with a prediction right here. I'm gonna say Mavs 112 to the Grizz. That, and then also since it is the World Series, I'm gonna say this for the Rangers. You know what I'm saying? We gotta show some Ranger love up in here. All right, so I got the Mavs winning 112 to 104, and the Rangers 7-4 against the Snakes. Let me know what y'all got down below, man. We got a couple of minutes before tip off. Let me see what we got down here, man. What's going on? And he says, I like the defensive potential of that lineup. They better show us something, man. Mavs by 12, hopefully. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking they should at least be favored by 6. But I'll take 8. Richard K says, called Green starting at guard. You did. Salute to you. You called it. Gina Kim is DJJ the new Powell. Not yet. He's going to get there if Josh Green continues to ball out or begins to really ball out. Josh Green's definitely an upgrade over DJJ. I don't understand the experiment right now, but again, I'm giving Jason Kidd only 10 games. 10 games. That's it. That's all he's getting. Martin Blake says, my prediction, Luka will score an efficient 80-point triple-double tonight. Even without Kai, we should still win this easily, 140-70. Whoa! All right, Martin. I'll rock with that. If that happens and Luka doesn't win Player of the Week like he didn't win Player of the Week this last week, then we really riot. Gav says, another good show tonight, TGK. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Appreciate the pregame shows, man. For real, don't go ghost on us when the big broadcast deals come flying in your DMs. Look, man, I appreciate that. If that happens, I will not forget. But I'm real big on my authenticity, on my how would I say, on my independence. So if something ever does come, right, you always want to prepare like if that ever would come. If something ever comes, my main thing in that deal would be I would like to have my opinion. If I lose my opinion, I am nothing. You get what I'm saying? I have to have what I always feel, and that's just me. Speaking of which, come Friday, I'm gonna have a special guest in the building, man. So stay tuned for that. Richard K says, Mavs 128 to 116. Let's hit the trifecta. Grizzly can't beat Luka in close games. Don't see it being close either way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, man. I'm going to go ahead and try to dip up out of here so that way I ain't taking too much of y'all time trying to find the game, man. Let me see. You know, again, it means a lot to me that y'all rock with me for over an hour here. Appreciate that very much, man. Gav says, much respect, morals and principles, 100. Stand for something. Yeah, man. If I cannot be myself doing this show, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, man. This is me. There's no script. This is no agendas, no narratives that I'm doing for someone else. I will show you the camera. I'm literally renting out a piece of my brother's room so I can have some space for this. You know what I'm saying? That's how raw this stuff gets here. Game starting, bros and gals. Watch time. All right, guys. Been your boy TGK. Appreciate y'all being here, man. It means the world. Catch you on the next one. Let's get this dub, man. Let's go.
If it don't pay dough, I'm trying to feed the fam. I told them I had a plan and I can't fall short. I gotta take off like I'm Luka Doncic.